Previously on The Real Home Baker of Greeley, Colorado. For the first time, I made a banana chocolate bread with a vegan cream cheese filling. It was so good. Everyone loved it, especially my boyfriend. If you can't be cool, then you can't eat my strawberry rhubarb crumble. So today I'm going to be making a strawberry rhubarb crumble cake. I'm really excited. I saw this recipe online and I had to make it. I am changing a few things though. Throughout the video, I'll kind of explain what I'll be changing, but I'm really excited to make this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and first make my strawberry and rhubarb filling. So in my pot, I'm going to go ahead and add 1.5 cups of thinly sliced rhubarb. And unfortunately, I did have to buy frozen rhubarb, but this is the kind I'll be using. And 1.5 cups of thinly sliced strawberries. And I'll go ahead and add 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and just a pinch of salt. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and mix that in until I end up with a glossy, kind of glazy filling. Okay, so it's starting to boil a little, so I'm going to remove it from the heat. Wow, that strawberry and rhubarb smells so good. I can definitely smell more of the strawberry. It's definitely overpowering the rhubarb, but I know that once I taste it, I'll be able to taste the rhubarb. And I'm just going to go ahead and transfer it to a different container. Just gonna set this aside till I'm ready to use it. Okay, so now on my actual dough and crumble topping in my mixer, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Just gonna go ahead and mix that in with my hands. Okay, so I'm going to continue by adding 1 cup of peanut butter, 2/3 cups of brown sugar. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and mix this until I end up with my dough. I did struggle a little making my crumble dough just because at first I did only add 3/4 cups of peanut butter, but then at the end I did end up using a whole cup of peanut butter just because it wasn't getting moist and it wasn't getting that consistency that I was looking for. Okay, so here is my finished crumble dough, and as you can see, it's pretty crumbly, but it's still intact where you can mold it into something. Okay, so now in my work area, here's my dough. So I'm going to start assembling my crumble cake. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some to the bottom of my tin mold. Never made this before. I'm kind of experimenting with the recipe too, so I'm just kind of doing my own thing. The original recipe did ask for almond butter, but I'm using peanut butter, and it also asked for oat flour and tapioca flour, but I decided to just use regular flour. And just get enough in the bottom, but make sure you don't use all your crumble because you're going to need some for your top as well. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add my filling. I'm going to try and not get any of that juice. I'm just going to try and get my fruit. Then it'll be too wet. And I don't want it to be soggy. Ooh, it smells so good. Okay, and then I'm just going to crumble the rest to the top of this. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and bake this at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Wow, this already looks so good and it's just going into the oven. I cannot wait. Okay, so it sounds like it's ready. So let's take a look. Wow, that looks so nice and it smells amazing. I can really smell that peanut butter. It is so good. Wow, this looks so good. The peanut butter is definitely overpowering the strawberries and the rhubarb, but I know it's going to be amazing. Okay, so here is the finished product. Look at how amazing that looks. It stayed intact. I was a little scared that because it was so crumbly, it was gonna fall apart, but it didn't. Wow, this was so good. I definitely recommend my strawberry rhubarb crumble cake. Easy recipe, wasn't that difficult to make. Everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and like always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time.